Hi everyone, it's Karen from the Geordie Grandma. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would record a video about things to help you feel motivated when you're feeling really down. I think I decided to record this video because I have had a few days recently where I've got up in the morning and I'm not feeling at my best. I'm feeling like I really can't be bothered. Now, I'm not talking about feeling depressed or, feeling stressed about things. I have had quite a few days like that in the last 6 months. But I'm talking about things where you just get up and you just don't feel like you want to do anything. There's nothing in particular wrong. You can't put your finger on it. You really just want to go back to bed or sit and, vegetate on the settee. So I thought I'd share some things that help me get motivated, particularly because I am a YouTuber and I'm a blogger, and that is how I try and make some money. So if I don't do anything, then I'm not going to get any money. So I do need to motivate myself. I can't just sit every day and do nothing. So these things have helped me. It may be that you don't work. It might just be that you feel like you get up and you think, oh God, I don't know what I'm going to do today and I can't be bothered. And you just want some things to motivate yourself, maybe to get out of the house, do your hobbies, go and do some shopping or whatever it is. Hopefully these 7 things that I'm going to share with you that help me might help you as well. So the first thing I do, if I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I've had a bad night's sleep. That's mainly one of the reasons why I don't feel like doing anything. But I find if I get up and I read something, maybe motivational or inspirational, that sometimes helps me get up and think, yeah, I need to do something. So one of the books that's really helped me with that is a book called The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. I've mentioned this many times on my channel. Just looking at the book, it just boosts us straight away. But it's a book about a lady called Gretchen Rubin, and she writes about how she took 12 months and she wanted to find more happiness in her life through work and hobbies and family. And she decided to work on one thing a month over 12 months. She planned it out and she worked on it and saw if it worked for her or not. So just reading a couple of pages of that book or reading a chapter of that book has motivated me in the past to think, right, just get up off your butt and do something. If I don't want to read something, I occasionally turn on the TV and watch some YouTube, and there's lots of inspirational YouTubers on YouTube to watch, but I thought I would pick a couple out that I find inspirational. And one of those is called With Love Christina, and she is an American lady. She's got quite a few children. I can't remember exactly how many, but she does really cozy videos. She kind of does like slow living, homemaking on a budget, cooking, cleaning, that kind of thing. She's so motivational because you see her cleaning a house or decluttering something and you just think, yeah, I feel like going and doing something like that. So just spending half an hour watching one of her videos can make you feel a bit more upbeat. Another YouTuber who's a bit like that, who I've been watching for quite a while now, and I think it was Tina from Tina's Talk Time who mentioned her originally, and it is Mrs. Nicole Fietis, and she is a lady in the Philippines who her and her husband were living in a very, very tiny little shack. That they were, managing to live in that every day. She was running a cake business from home, and her husband was building another house for them just next to where they were living, and they've moved into that recently, and they've only got the ground floor done. Still, quite a small house, very simple living, and she shows herself cleaning this house and making her cakes and cooking their teas, and it's just, I find it very motivational and very inspirational to watch somebody from a different kind of background to me just making things work. It does pick you up. So if you don't particularly want to watch YouTube, I have got a couple of things that I watch on TV that I find will pick me up, especially on a work day. If I need to get myself motivated to do some work, I find watching something creative or business orientated usually gives me that boost to do something. And one of the programs I love to watch is Project Runway, where there's people creating things, or something like Bake Off or Sewing Bee. I watch it and I think to myself, these people aren't just sitting on the backsides doing nothing. They're actually getting up and doing things, albeit for a TV show. They're still doing things. They're still getting out there. They're creating. They're being productive. And it makes me feel like I want to be productive as well. Another TV program which also does that for me is The Apprentice for some reason. When I watch that, I find it funny, really, because you can see it's so set up, a lot of the tasks that they do. But I find watching The Apprentice and watching them fail these tasks and all the different areas that they do within each task, and I just think to myself, I could do better than that. I would like to see some older people on there, far too many younger people. Let's have some people over 50 and over 60. We can also work for you as well, Alan Sugar, if you're watching, which I highly doubt. But watching something like that does make me feel I could do better than that. So just, get up, do something, and prove to yourself, if nobody else, that you can do something. That works for me from a business perspective. The third thing that really helps if I'm not feeling very motivated first thing in the morning is to put my makeup on. You'll see I've got some makeup on today. I knew I needed to record a video, so I thought, I've done so many videos recently where I've had no makeup on and I haven't felt good about myself, and I'm not sure if that's reflected in my videos. But when I've put some makeup on and try to do something with my hair, put some earrings in, it does make us feel more motivated to do something. And if I also put some clothes on, so I'm not sitting around in what I would call slobby clothes, if I actually put some clothes on as though I was going out to work, that makes me less likely to just sit around eating crisps, watching the TV. If I've got proper going out to work clothes on, it makes me actually want to do something. So maybe that would work for you. Let me know in the comments below if any of these things do work for you, if you have any other ideas of things that motivate you when you can't be bothered. Also let me know in the comments below. And if you like this kind of video and you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit the little notification bell, and you will be notified when I put a new video up. That would really, really be lovely to have you as a subscriber. So moving on to the fourth thing that gets me motivated, and Milo is meowing at me. She's not motivated at all. She just wants something to eat. The fourth thing that motivates me sometimes is to do something creative. So rather than just watch something creative, actually do something creative. So that could be just, doing a journaling page. And you don't have to, have lots of things to do a journaling page. You don't need stickers and papers and scissors and all the other embellishments. You don't need it. Just get your notebook out and just start writing. You just write from the top of your head, write how you're feeling, write what you did yesterday, and you'll find that it kind of snowballs from there. And it might make you want to write more. It might make you want to get your stickers out and do something, but it will make you feel motivated, or it does make me feel motivated if I can't find anything else to motivate myself. If it's not journaling, you could do something like get your knitting needles out, do some painting. So I like to do Lego. Doing some Lego makes me feel motivated. For me, it needs to be something that I have to concentrate on, something that's occupying my mind and not just my hands. So knitting possibly wouldn't work for me. I need to be able to do something where I don't let all the thoughts in of why I shouldn't be getting up and doing something. So something like that, something like Lego or journaling or painting, something like that, that would motivate me to get up off the settee and actually start my day and do something. Number 5 is to write a gratitude journal. Now, I started doing this last year. because I was feeling really down for obvious reasons. And I found writing 3 things in my gratitude journal on days when I felt particularly down did really help me. So it may have just been something like, I'm grateful for the sun that's shining. I'm grateful for a glass of cold water. I'm grateful for my little cat here who brings us comfort. They don't need to be big things. It can just be little things. And it does make you think about it, because some days it's hard to think of things you're grateful for, especially if you're not feeling very motivated and you're feeling a bit down. Thinking about it really does help, because you do sometimes have to think hard. But you may just want to jot them down. Just get yourself a little notebook, jot down 3 things on each page every day or whenever you feel you need to. And then when you are feeling down, you can flick back through that gratitude journal and think, yeah, there is a lot of things I feel grateful for. So that can also help. Number 6 is having an accountability partner. Now, I have an accountability partner for the blogging and the YouTube. And it is a lady called Reiki, who has a YouTube channel called Easy Peasy Greenie. She also has quite a successful blog as well. And we decided about a year ago now to every Monday morning have a face-to-face phone call. And just for half an hour, we talk about what we did the week before and what we plan on doing that week. And that does kind of keep me motivated. We do it on a Monday morning because Mondays are always harder to get into. So usually just talking to Reiki makes me feel more motivated to do something. You don't need to have a business accountability partner. Obviously, if you're not in business, you may have a work accountability partner if you've got to go to work and you don't particularly like your job and you just want someone to talk to. Find someone else who's not that keen on going to work and set up a call with them once a week. Or if it's just if you're retired, then find somebody who is also retired. You may have a call with them every Monday morning or whenever suits you, just to say, okay, what do I plan on doing this week to kind of get myself out, get myself doing things. It does really help to have someone to talk to. And the last thing, number 7, is lists. Lists always help me to feel motivated. So one of the lists that I use is setting, if I really can't be bothered and I know there's things that I've got to get done, just set yourself 3 small tasks to do that day, just small ones. Don't set yourself anything that's big. Just even a small task like, I need to wash the dishes, I need to clean the bathroom sink, I'll declutter that drawer, just little things. So at the end of the day, you can tick them off and it will make you feel more motivated when you get up the next day. You think to yourself, well, I did those 3 things yesterday, so what more could I do, today? You might find some bigger things to put on that list. So sometimes that motivates me. Now, not all these things are going to motivate you. And there are some days where I do get up and I think, yeah, I don't want to do any of these things. I don't want to put my makeup on. I don't want to write a list. I just really cannot be bothered. There isn't any particular reason. Like I said, it's totally different. If you're feeling depressed, then get some medical help, get some professional help. These probably won't help. But if it's just, the occasional down day, then they could help. But some days, like I say, they won't work for me, and I've got it into my head, they're not going to work. I just don't do anything. I have a day off. I'll sit and I will watch rubbish on the telly. I'll sit and eat a packet of crisps or, some toast, or just maybe binge if I need to. I prefer not to do that if I can help it. But some days you've just got to. I might even go back to bed, just go back to bed for a couple of hours and see how you feel when you get up again. It's not going to be the end of the world. If you continue to do that day after day, then I would say definitely get some professional help, because that's just not feeling down. That's kind of bordering on being depressed, and you don't want that. These are just ideas for if you are feeling down when you get up and, really can't be bothered. I would swear, but I'm not going to. You can't be feckin' arsed, as I would say. Apologies to anybody who doesn't like swearing, but, it is what it is. So those are my 7 ways that help me feel motivated when I'm really not feeling motivated. So again, like I said, let me know in the comments below if there's anything that makes you feel motivated in the morning. I would be interested to know. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.